Last time on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown, top competitors emerged in the arena. The Montana Silversmith Immunity Challenge buckle goes to Juan Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Team Challenge made some on the blue team.
Looks like them horses are kind of locked on to Hannah, and she's just gonna keep leading them.
Gonna lead them right on in. But it broke others on the green team. Morgan's not gonna make it to the gate in time.
Oh, we got a little rut roll up there.
Tempers flared.
You're a low man on the totem pole.
You're not my boss.
And in the end,
The green team did it in 25 minutes. Problem is, blue team got it done in 17 minutes.
a costly mistake sent Morgan packing.
You took the leadership role. You didn't have anybody on this gate down here. That's when the wheels came off. Unfortunately, you're not the ultimate cowboy.
Things got shook up,
Cole, I think you've been carrying that team over there. Let's see how they do without you.
and the beef between Jackson and Lonnie got thicker.
What did you say to me right before we went and walked up?
Then how about we just go at it?
All right.
And now, there are 12 Cowboys left. Who will ride on, and who will be sent home in the next elimination? Only one will take home the $50,000 worth of cattle, an Aeroquip Q-Catch cattle chute, and a rawhide portable corral.
Who will win the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown?
This morning, there's 12 of us left. The last immunity challenge, I had a little bit of a wreck. I got freight trained by the calf, kind of rung my bell, couldn't see straight for a little bit. Pretty sore today, but I'm gonna grit through it and hopefully win this challenge.
Good morning, Cowboys.
Morning.
Welcome to your next Immunity Bucket Challenge. Today, we're testing your ability to rope a steer in a wide open pasture. We're gonna do it tournament style. You'll start as teams of two. The steer will get a 100-foot head start, and time will start when the judge waves the flag. The two pairs that do this the fastest are going to compete against each other individually in a steer solo rope and tie down. Out of these 4 Cowboys, the winner gets this Montana Silversmith Immunity Buckle. And you'll be safe from the next elimination.
Today is team roping. I'm a former Mississippi number 11 division champion. This is my strong suit. I'm looking forward to it. And I should be able to get ahead a little bit by this event.
Judging with me today, as per usual, Buddy Schnaufer, Cash Myers. But we also have a very special guest judge today, the 8-time world champion, Fred Whitfield.
Having a legend like Fred Whitfield here, I mean, that might amp a few of these guys up. They got a rope in front of one of the best. I mean, that's kind of a stressful deal.
Morning, Fred.
How are you, sir?
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Fred was with us last year, and he was good enough to come back. Glad to have him back. Today, we're going to be paired up, of course, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to draw straws. Whoever gets the long straw gets to pick their partner. This method of picking is going to show us who the weakest link is among your peers.
This is getting wolfier and wolfier every day, and I'm freaking loving it. I want that dadgum freaking buckle.
All right, here we'll draw straws. Pick one. Just one.
It's kind of like the old Wild West of picking teams a little bit, you know, get to draw some straws. It was kind of a shot in the dark there. You don't know when you're going to get picked, you don't know when you're going to get to go, and you don't know who's going to pick you, so it's going to be a pretty fun challenge today.
All right, who's got the long straw?
Tyler.
Tyler, okay. Come on up here. Okay, have you put any thought into this?
Man, there's a lot of good Cowboys here, but JP, I think I'd trust him in this challenge.
John Paul, come on up here, okay.
There was a lot of strategy that went into this pick because I'm pretty confident that we're gonna win this challenge, and directly after winning it, I'm gonna have to rope off against this guy in the steer roping. So you wanna get a partner that's good enough to win in the team roping, but maybe that you can beat in the steer roping, and I think I did that.
Okay, who got it this time?
I think I got it.
Yeah.
You know, I went with Cole because he's a strong competitor, and if I want to have somebody strong, I'm going to have him on my team.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Hunter.
Hunter, okay.
This was something that I don't necessarily do all the time, so I went with the person that I knew had been in that situation before and knew what was going on.
Who you gonna go with?
Go with Jackson.
I cannot believe it's come down to me, Fatty, Hannah, and Lonnie. That's just not where I belong.
Who you gonna go with?
I want Jen.
There we go. There's our teams.
It ended up how I did not want it to end up. I remember being one of the last, actually the last person standing there, me and Hannah, and it's going through my mind like, what am I gonna do now? I mean, Hannah's a great cowgirl, but she's just not that handy with the rope, just being honest.
All right, let's get in the saddle. Tyler, John Paul, y'all up first. All right, cowboys, remember, steer's gonna get a 100-foot head start. Once it passes the barrel, you'll be able to go.
Guys, I'd just like to add, it's a whole different story out here in this pasture, you know. It's not like we got them in a confined area. Once they jump them out of that trailer and they come across this 100-foot line, there's lots of green pastures out there, and it'll dang sure try you.
I need that immunity buckle because our team has lost not one but 2 challenges so far. So just in case we have to go back and be facing Trace, I have that buckle on my belt and I can say, it's not gonna be me tonight.
All right, Tyler, John Paul, here we go.
Now wait till the flag goes.
Wait on the flag, man.
Now he's to the line, there's the flag, here they go.
Look out.
Go to him.
Riding hard, Eddie. Throw it, son. Heck yeah, I mean, John Paul got him. I knew he's gonna get a throw right here. He got a bite.
Yeah! Good run, guys.
Good run, boys. Pretty good run right there.
It worked exactly how I had it planned.
Up next, I think, is the team to beat, Cole and Juan Carlos.
Me as a Mining Patrol inspector with the USDA, we're always roping cattle out in brush. So I think I'm gonna do pretty good today. This is something we do all the time.
Here we go. There it is.
Cole's gonna ride in. Cole got him. There he got him. There he got him. Got Juan Carlos right here. Oh, he didn't get him.
Everything went south for me. I just missed.
Well, now you two have a serious problem because I lost money on that.
Yeah. I'm just glad to see Juan Carlos is human. I didn't think he ever missed.
Me either.
All right, next up, Katie, Joe, and Hunter. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The horse I brought is Pedro. He is a 6-year-old gelding. He's gonna give me the advantage because if you have to go catch one out in the pasture, he watches the ground. You don't have to watch where you're going. He takes care of that part for you.
Here we go.
Here comes the flag. They're out. Kenny Joe looks like she's gonna go to Hetty.
Yeah, there you go, Katie.
Yeah. Oh! I think she just got one horn.
He's got him.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
That'll work.
Yes, that was freaking awesome.
All right, Ora and Jackson, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Show out.
Oh, wait.
They're a little late. Oh, over the head right there.
That's it.
Well, Trace, another one bites the dust.
We got 4 good hands now with no time.
Jackson just blew it. I mean, there's no excuse. You shouldn't miss in the pasture. You shouldn't miss anything, but it just is what it is.
All right, Lonnie and Jennifer, you ready?
Ever since that calf mucked me out in the arena down there, I have been sore as I can be. It's having an effect on my concentration, but I'm just gonna do my best to fight through it.
They're off. Here goes Lonnie. Steer's gonna wait on him, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Lonnie hooked him.
Good job, Lonnie.
Lonnie got lucky there. When it comes down to it, he is a farmer from Missouri.
Lonnie hooked him. Here can Jennifer clean it up.
Sorry, Lonnie.
You're all right, sister. I really kind of think Jennifer might still be a little sore watching it right there. She was not overly aggressive, I would say.
She could be physically in bad shape.
After we finished that run, like I was having some pain that I wasn't familiar with, couldn't sit up straight. So I went to talk to the medic.
All right, so tell me what's going on.
It is worse than anything I have been through yet.
Could have bruised a kidney, so I think it's probably in your best interest that we go ahead and send you to the ER. Hopefully everything checks out and you can come back.
Okay.
All right?
I want to be able to compete. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go home.
We'll get you taken care of.
Thank you.
Coming up on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown.
Go on.
He's trying to get up. Get on him.
Uh,
Yeah, he got him.
And later,
Uh-oh, we're having a little trouble here now.
All right, we're down to our final team for the Open Pasture Steer Roping Immunity Buckle Challenge.
Hannah and Fatty, y'all ready?
Born ready, let's do it.
Here we go.
Today, as we were drawing straws, I was one of the last cowboys and cowgirls standing there, and I kind of got stuck with Hannah. Hannah has never roped headed or heels. You know, she's a horse lady.
Don't quit. Give all you got.
They got a pretty good
Yeah.
steer.
There we go. He just going straight on now.
Straight on down, gonna wait on him. That's a good
Patty
deal.
gonna
Come on,
do
Fatty, it was your time to shine.
Oh, he didn't get him.
Missed him.
He didn't get him. No time.
That's too bad.
When the Hannah left, she never really kind of got over. She stayed too far behind him.
She just kind of hung back and waited on Fatty to do the job.
She just never moved up
She
there.
never stepped up. When that healer don't get out there and help kind of haze that steer, you're in trouble.
A disappointing end to this part of the challenge.
I'm a little bit shell-shocked because I'm not used to like this kind of cutthroat stuff. I'm used to competing, but I'm not used to anything like this.
All right. We only had 2 teams that qualified, so Tyler, JP, Katie Jo, and Hunter. One of you 4 will get immunity. This time, you're going solo, and you need to rope the steer and tie it up on your own. Tyler, you're up first.
Yes, sir. Out of this field of 4, I think I've got a pretty good shot, but I know it isn't gonna be easy, but I'm not asking for handouts. I'll come and take it.
All right, Tyler, you're up.
Same rules. Got to stay behind the trailer until the flag drops. Take off.
All right,
Here Tyler goes.
Go, Tyler.
You're gonna wait on him right here, see if you can line him out and get him a good shot this first loop.
Come on, Tyler.
A good go right there. Sledding. Is he gonna stay down? Can he get on him?
I mean, way to do it.
That's how you start it right there.
All right.
My horse, Bob, I couldn't have asked for anything better out of my partner. He carried me and put me in the right spot that I needed to be, not once, but twice, and I think I did good.
There's a lot to happen, but there's gonna be tough to beat.
All right, let's see if John Paul can give Tyler a run for his money.
I need to focus, pay attention, and that's kind of like my game now. It's go strong, give everything I got, and try to win this.
Here we go.
Watch your flag now.
Pretty good start. He's line him out. No, he's going at him hard. He's gonna get a throw here right over where he wants it. Horse in position. Here it comes.
Stay with him now.
Ah, you got
Yep. Hustle. Get on him. Here he's trying to get up. Get on him.
it. Come on, little doggy.
Just mug him.
Yeah, he got him.
Now if he can hold him now.
Hold him down. Tie him up.
Way to try.
Oh, it's good to be young. I've been over.
Needing a break. Take 10.
I bet he's out there.
Good job, JP.
That was a good effort.
He's got grit.
He does, yeah.
Determination got him through that run. And after he got his hands up, he wasn't real sure which direction he was headed. I had to tell him, your horse is over there, young man, get back on.
My horse's name is Boone, and he's never even done this event before with me. We haven't done it. He already held out. I think he did an awesome job.
All right, Hunter, you're up.
My horse, Chief, has got wheels underneath him. Like, feels like a rocket's in his rear end. Little horses can fly. Plain outright fly.
Now he can go.
Come on, Hunter.
Steer slow down. He's up there. There's a good job lining him out. He's got him. See if he can get him down right here. Steer's trying to get up. Can he get to him? Oh! Yeah, he did.
Keep hustling. Get him tied down. Hey, wait. You got it, Hunter.
There, he's getting the leg up there where he wants it. Hands
Good
up.
job, Hunter.
Good job, Hunter.
Way to hustle.
Best job of going and getting one roped right there. Oh, no.
No time.
Got a no time. Don't think he stayed tied. Must have pulled the leg out.
Oh.
Yep, he's
That's too
untying him. He's
bad.
only got 2 legs tied. Got to have all 3 legs tied.
I'm not real happy with myself right now. My steer, he kind of gave me a little heck tying and he kicked loose, so I didn't do very good today. Ain't no kicking dirt to it. I'm mad.
All right, Katie Jo, you're up.
This competition is a scary thing for me, but I put myself here because I want to win, and I want to inspire all those other women out there that we can do this, and you can come here and win, and you're not second place.
There's a good job cruising in there, getting the same speed.
There she is, slowing him up. Good job.
Got him lined out. Got him.
Got him big. Oh,
good girl. Keep the horse on the end of it.
Jump in the middle of
Good
him.
girl. She got him. Atta girl. Good run.
All right.
Go!
She got it done.
Yes, sir. That's good cowboy work right there. I mean, she's a very, very, very talented cowgirl.
Growing up, I had to learn pretty fast. My sister got sick and we didn't ever really have a ranch hand. It was always just me and my dad. So he relied on me to be able to go gather my side of the pasture while he gathered his and to be able to ride my own horse and train my own horse. And there was a lot of responsibilities that came along with what we do and how we make a living.
All right, first of all, most importantly, I think Jennifer's a little banged up. So we're getting her looked at. And I know everybody hopes, you know, she's going to be able to continue, be
Yes,
okay.
sir. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, for today's Immunity Buckle Challenge winner, we had 3 cowboys with times. Hunter, no time. John Paul, you were at 2:30. Katie Jo, you were at 1:30. Tyler, 57 seconds. There's your immunity buckle. Okay.
It all worked out, all my plans come together, and I'm sporting the immunity buckle.
All right, y'all all have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. We'll have another elimination challenge. Somebody will go home.
Yes, sir.
Hey. You know, I know you and Jackson kind of been having a hard time. What is that, man? Like,
That's a good question. I don't even know.
I'm here to win, and you are a farmer. And this is a
Really?
cowboy world. You called this place a farm. This ain't no farm.
I mean, I don't really want any more trouble out of him. I just assume him leave me alone. I mean, we're on a team. We're going to have to get along. A lot of this probably just comes from my childhood. I was picked on a lot. Nobody was really fair to me. I didn't have any friends. I was bullied. No one liked me. And the whole reason why I think I'm a jerk is because I think back when I was younger, people were a jerk to me.
I commend you for staying, you know, level-headed. My wife's a therapist. You know, she always says, hurt people, you know. But I didn't know where that kind of ended up.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, it's over with. I thought we ended on good terms. We shook hands.
Sure.
So I hope his handshake's good. When I was about 14, I moved in with my uncle. He was a cowboy. He showed me how to break a horse, how to ride a horse, how to saddle a horse, the right way to rope, the wrong way to rope. He basically took care of, I guess, transforming me. He took everything, every quality that I had that was bad, he'd made it good. And he showed me actually a softer way of doing things. As far as I know, we're good. I mean, I hope his handshake stays true, and I hope he stays level-headed.
Maybe y'all get everything all squared up and
Oh yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't.
Coming up. Oh, he missed the flag.
I have the immunity buckle. More or less, whatever I do today, I'm safe.
Uh-oh, we had a little trouble here now.
You know, I got thinking earlier about like some of the worst jobs I've ever had and couldn't come up with one. Do you have any?
Man, but I worked for an old boy one time when I was in college, and I remember one day me and my mom were talking on the phone, and I just hung up from her, and he drives down there and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I was on the phone with my mom," you know, and he was like, "Well, I don't think you were. I figured you were sleeping down here." And I was like, what? You know, whole demeanor change, you know, and that was about the last day I worked there.
Man, I just, honestly, what's the life like being a black cowboy?
You know, or he's out west, but me,
Yeah.
I'm from the
His is
deep
a lot-
south.
his
It's a lot
is
different,
a lot
you know.
different than mine.
There's racial tension in the South all the time. The first ranch I worked for, that I managed, I worked for them for 5 years. I can see those people now, sometimes they won't even speak to me. So if you don't work for them, they don't tolerate you anymore because you're not putting anything on their table.
I didn't know it was that bad.
At times it's difficult. You know, racism is still alive in the South whether we want to face that or not. You know, I've been to places in the South where they've refused to serve me my meal.
Oh, dang.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it gets rough in the South sometimes.
It's in modern day, today's world, and we're still having the same problem that we did 60, 50, 40, 30 years ago. And Fatty, sure enough, has lived that. Made me respect him just a little bit more because day in and day out, he goes to work, pins his ears back, and makes a hand.
I know this for a fact. Racism is a thing that nobody's born with. It's a thing that's taught.
No, dude,
it's passed on from generation to
100%.
generation.
100%.
You know,
because you can see a black and white kid playing and they wouldn't even know the difference who they're playing with. It's what they get taught.
Cowboys are cowboys. You either gonna cowboy or not. Ain't no in between. You gotta love it to do it.
Hey guys.
There she is. Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Here, have a seat, sweetie.
Oh, sit down, sit down. There's other chairs there. Doctor said I did have a pretty nasty bruise to my kidney.
They say keep going, or?
They said as long as I felt like it, I could do what I wanted to. And if I felt like I could ride a horse, he said under the circumstances, that was my decision. I didn't want to go out like that.
Well, way to cowgirl up and come back.
I'm good to go. So I have the green light. I'm gonna get some rest, and then tomorrow, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. How'd it go after I left?
Tyler won the immunity buckle.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now that Tyler's won the immunity buckle, hopefully he doesn't have his ego hurt anymore. He's got his confidence up, and he can be a team player.
I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
Yeah, we couldn't afford to do another challenge and be another hand short, so.
So it just feels like Jen just has an out for me.
You better check yourself, because I'm not playing, kid. You're low man on the totem pole.
And I mean, seeing a teammate hurt, not what I want to see at all. But I won't be upset if she goes home.
I was hoping you was gonna come back.
Oh, I promise you, I was coming back one way or another.
I believe it.
You know, today's another team challenge. I'm very excited. I hope my team can pull through. I feel real confident.
Good morning, Cowboys.
Morning.
Morning. Okay, today's elimination challenge will test your horsemanship in an extreme mounted relay race.
The blue team has won every single challenge up until now, but we lost one of our best team members to the green team. So we want to prove today that we can still do this without him.
Each leg of this race will show us a different riding skill. First rider's gonna grab a rope, jump on his horse, and complete this pole bending course. That rider will then hand off the rope to the second rider, who'll get on his horse and go into this pond back here. In the center of the pond is a bridle on a buoy. You'll have to retrieve it and take it to the third rider. The third rider's gonna put the bridle on his horse where there's a saddle on the ground. You're gonna have to pick that saddle up, get on your horse, take off across the pasture and hand off the saddle to the fourth rider. We'll strap on that saddle, then he's gonna ride over here to some trees where there's 3 flags hanging off these trees. One of those flags has a key on it. The fourth rider will then hand off that key to the fifth rider. Fifth rider is gonna ride across this pasture all the way to that gate and hand the key to the last rider. The last rider will unlock the gate where there's a steer in there. Once they gather the steer as a team, you must get that steer, herd it back to the finish line, which is between those 2 trees. Now, this is a relay race, so time will be called when the last cowboy drives the steer across the finish line. The team with the fastest time wins. And in the end, 2 from the losing team will be going home. Cash ain't here today, but we got Buddy Schnoffer with us. Keep an eye on y'all. Blue team, you're up first. Split up, strategize, let's get started.
Yes, sir.
My horse has finished on poles.
I'd love to go swimming.
Just don't drop my bridle. I'll take the saddle part.
Yeah, I'll saddle up. I'll run down and get the flags.
I'll run him.
You do the Wild Wild West, the Pony Express?
Yeah, sure.
And y'all are good with me driving the cow out?
Sure enough.
Blue team, let's go.
All right, Hannah, you ready?
Yes, sir.
You gonna try to keep the blue winning streak going?
I'm gonna do my best.
All right, go. To start, Hannah needs to take that rope and ride to the poles and then get that rope to Jackson. She
Seems a little timid going into this pole bending course.
She's kind of acting like she really ain't wanting to go to him.
Come on, Hannah. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Made her way down in that ravine there.
Hannah, come down to me. I bail on my pony and I'm headed to the water, whipping and riding.
He missed the spot, but maybe that's part of his idea. Maybe he's gonna come in beside it.
Jackson needs to go retrieve the bridle in the water.
There you go, Jackson, there you go.
Uh-oh, we're having a little trouble here now.
There you go, Jackson, there you go.
My horse Checks, you know, he panics going in the water for a minute, but I knew that I had to stay calm so I could take care of my horse. Hey, Check, come on, buddy. So I started talking to Checks. I'm here with you. Let's get out of this together. Come on. When he started hearing my voice that he knew that I was okay, I believe he calmed down and swam to me, and we got out of there safely.
There you go, stick with it, Jackson, there you go.
There you go, come on.
I think back on solid ground. Jackson's on solid ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, there they go.
Checks, I got him safe. Everything's fine, but I've still got to go get my bridles.
Oh, he lost the bridle. He would never get it off the boot.
I think he was more worried about his horse than anything.
Yeah, I would have been too.
There you go, stick with it, Jackson, there you go. Good job, baby, don't worry about it. Let me handle that part, get it to me.
Looks like Fatty's got his bridle now.
Fatty's got to go take that saddle to the next rider.
Fatty hustled up and didn't waste any time. He got over there to JC, and they had JC's horse saddled like lickety-split.
There we go, JC, there we go, there we go.
Juan Carlos needs to grab all 3 flags and the key. And now Lonnie's got to bring that flag with the key to Katie Joe, doing the Pony Express ride.
Running wide open through a field is absolutely terrifying.
Slow down, make it smooth. Whoa, buddy.
Hey, Katie Joe's got her key. She's unlocking her gate.
Now she just needs to bring that steer to her team for the final push.
Uh-oh. She got too far up on him. She's having to work her horse a little bit. Horse doing a good job.
Hey, steer, look at the hole. Hey.
Okay, she got the gate cleared. What in the world is Lonnie doing here?
I got your right. You on this side, Lonnie. Right now, we have a problem. Lonnie going to the right side. He left the hole on the left side, kind of left me by myself. And if this steer gets by me, we're gonna be in trouble. Let's go, Lonnie!
Juan Carlos and Hannah just cut off Katie Joe.
That's a big no-no.
Hey, man, can you please not ride in front of me? Because I had 2 people cross way in front of me with that steer. I mean, that's part of the cowboy code. Don't ride in front of people.
Look, Juan Carlos shut back across. That's no good.
Bad cowboy etiquette.
Right.
Hey, cow.
Yep, time.
Good job, Blue Team.
Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna have to base if we win or lose off of my teammates, because I honestly don't know what was going on, because I was making sure my horse was okay.
Now we gotta go check on our partner over there, man. He like to have midget sprint.
Jackson messed up, so if somebody has to go home, it should be him. That's absolutely fine with me.
All right, Blue Team, you got it done. I'll see you in the arena at sundown.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Who's doing what?
I'd like to be the last man if I can.
You want me to carry the saddle? I'll carry the saddle.
So you're gonna start.
I can start.
Okay. Then you're gonna bring me the key.
I think JP'd be the good
Number 2
water
man.
I'll saddle my horse. I think I can do that pretty fast.
I agree. I think we're ready.
I think we're ready.
Okay.
I have the immunity buckle. More or less, whatever I do today, I'm safe. Not that I don't want the team to win, but if for some reason we didn't win, I have someone who I would love to go home. So, that's that.
All right, Jennifer, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's try to win one for the green team. What do you say?
Yes, sir.
And go.
Let's see if Jen attacks the pole bending with a little more urgency than Hannah did.
Yes, ma'am.
Like she's a traveling right on. She got to get down that steep hill there.
Go get him, JP.
JP's on his horse.
I really hope that John Paul has an easier time getting that bridle than Jackson did.
Bam, I was in that water and it was a lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be.
He got
the
it.
bridle.
He's out, he's out.
Good job, JP. Thanks, buddy.
He's got his bridle handed off to Ora now. Ora's bridling his horse.
Ora has to carry that saddle over to Tyler now.
There, he's got it up.
Next, Tyler's gonna have to saddle his horse.
Go smooth, smooth and fast, baby. There you go. Make sure you grab the flags. Yeah, boy.
Now he's got to go find the key. Oh, he missed the flag.
Be smooth, be smooth, be smooth.
Did he just fall?
I just grabbed that branch and it ripped me off of my horse. It unmounted me. So, that's all I'm saying.
Go, go, go.
There he comes.
Go on, Hunter. Hunter definitely picks up the slack for Tyler a lot.
Looks like Cole's got his key. Now he's got to go get a steer out of that pasture.
Hey, I think two should get on one side. You know, we all just get around him and just kind of guide him.
I agree.
Like everybody gets so.
There we go.
Let's go this way too a little bit. We don't cut him off.
That cow in new country, she ain't gonna know where she's going.
Yeah.
Easy, Tyler. Easy, easy, easy. You're gonna run her over him.
Yeah.
Easy, Tyler, right there. You're gonna run her over him now. Easy. She ain't coming your way. She's coming mine. Tyler, lighten up a little, lighten up. And I mean, he just stayed hooked right there. And I mean, that's something we're gonna have to talk about. I mean, he needs to follow direction.
Time.
Good job, guys.
We really need to win this challenge. Tyler refuses to be a team player and he refuses to take direction. And today, the guy that's not a team player, he's got the immunity buckle. So if we lose, a good competitor goes home, we could be up on the chopping block.
All right, green team. We'll see you at sundown tonight in the arena.
Thanks, sir.
All right, thank you. Coming up. So let's start here with immunity buckle boy, Tyler. Safe from elimination tonight, but I just wanted to ask you, did you fall off your horse on purpose today?
You know, the last couple eliminations, our team didn't win the competition. And that being said, today I feel like we dominated that little relay race.
It was one of the biggest wrecks I've ever been in my life. It's going to be interesting tonight.
Who do you think should go home on your team?
You know, I am nervous about tonight. My horse and I, we had some trouble. And it's elimination day. You mess up, you're going home. And I don't want to go home.
Tyler tossed us.
I mean, if you keep getting us beat, everybody's going home.
Exactly. But does it make you wonder if that's his plan all along?
I don't know. I don't know if it's sabotage or what it is.
Right.
Tyler, he just doesn't pay attention, doesn't listen. I don't know if he gets in the moment or just doesn't care, but I mean, I can kind of see where the green team had issues before due to his negligence.
It's elimination night, and I call it doomsday for somebody because someone has to go home, and you know, Jackson had a little hiccup with the pond part, so I can actually say this probably the first time that our team, the blue team, has had a little nerves going into elimination night.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So let's start here with immunity buckle boy, Tyler. Just wanted to ask you, did you fall off your horse on purpose today? Maybe you thought sabotage your team, maybe get rid of somebody.
No, sir.
Oh, it took you a minute to answer me there. Don't make no difference. Go sit on the fence. You're safe from elimination.
You know, I really think Tyler could be that slimy. There's a very good chance he fell off his horse to make us lose. So then he takes out a good competitor.
I believe I'll begin with the blue team. I'm gonna talk to Jackson first because that was a little touch and go there for a minute, wasn't it, cowboy?
You ain't kidding.
Yeah? Tell us what happened.
Oh, jumped on and went to whipping and riding and got into the waddy and no checks, he wasn't having it. And I was kind of trying to just stay off of him and let him go to swimming. And as the closer we got to that buoy, the worse it got. And at that point, I was struggling. I could tell he was struggling, I was struggling.
What were you thinking?
To be honest, I didn't care about the mission anymore. I was trying to get my horse out. I was trying to stay afloat. And once I figured out I was all right, then I was looking to checks. Like, hey, dude, keep fighting, bro. I'm there with you. Keep fighting.
So,
once he got out, I knew it was okay.
Yes, sir.
Touch and go, like I said there for a minute. We didn't know what we might have to do there.
Yes, sir. Heck of a job getting it done, Jackson. Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Cowboy.
Well, Jennifer, how do you think your team did?
I think we did pretty good.
Competitive?
I believe we were competitive today.
I hope so. We need a win one.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, we do need a win.
Well, you won today.
Heck yeah.
So the time, for those of you that were interested, was 7:42 for the green team, 10:17 for the blue team. Green team, set on the fence. You're safe from elimination.
Finally. We got that W today, man. Got that W, you know? Heck, I'm excited.
Okay, blue team, you lost the challenge today. I gotta be honest with you, I was a little disappointed in most of you. All right, blue team, there's 6 of you left. Probably ain't gonna like this too much because I'm sending 2 of you home tonight. Okay, blue team, there's 6 of you left. 2 of you are going home. Hannah, you had the first leg going through the poles. How'd you feel you did?
My horse has never done half a pole pattern before, so I just went through it and made sure that I did it right.
Would it surprise you to find out that Jennifer's time was faster than yours was?
I mean, yes and no.
Seemed like there was a noticeable difference is all I'm saying in the way that each of you attacked that course. And sometimes this is not something that you do on one day. Sometimes it gets to be a cumulative effect. When you're doing the immunity buckle challenges, it matters. I'm watching everybody and what they do. And I went back to yesterday when we were doing that buckle challenge, and Hannah, whenever they let that steer out, we thought you might step up. I was waiting on her to throw.
Yeah.
She just never moved up.
She
there.
never stepped up.
But you didn't. So, Hannah, we appreciate you, but gather your personals. You're done here.
Thank you very much. I
All right.
appreciate the opportunity.
Okay.
My initial goal was I don't want to be the first one eliminated. It was nice.
You did a good job. You too.
And I made it way past that, so I'm pretty proud of myself for making it that far. So this is not the end of me. I've got a lot more fight. I've made it here, you know, out of how many people, and this is really just the beginning for me.
All right, blue team, we're going to get into it now. So, there are 5 of you left. Somebody else is going home too. Toward the end there, when we started driving the steer, seemed like y'all were completely disorganized and people didn't know where they were supposed to be. Jackson wasn't up there, but we give him a pass. We understand why. He didn't even know if his horse was going to stay with him or not, so okay. So Katie Jo gets the steer. Then when you got him out of the gate there, it seemed like things got a little squirrely there.
I have a hard time with Juan Carlos a little bit. Juan Carlos, we've caught you twice cutting in front of the herd, not being where you're supposed to. So, I mean, this is kind of a pattern.
Now, JC's cutting across there.
Look, he cut back across. That's no good. Cowboy etiquette, guys, we all know this. You don't ride around nobody. You don't ride in front of nobody. This is stuff I can't live with. I don't like.
You know, there were supposed to be people where they needed to be. They weren't there. I didn't want that steer to cut off to the right. So I made a decision right then and there.
Who do you think should have been over there that why you had to go?
In my opinion, me and Hannah was supposed to be on this side, and Lonnie and Fatty were supposed to be on the left side.
Hey, Lonnie, you on me, Lonnie?
What in the world is Lonnie doing here?
I got your right. You on this side, Lonnie?
Lonnie?
Yes, sir.
Saying that he had to make that move because you didn't get over there.
The reason why I shot around to the right is because we had plenty of people already on the left. I figured they'd haze on that side.
No, sir. Lenny was supposed to flank me on the left side. And, you know, when we got started, everybody was kind of took off, and I called Lenny to try to get him back with me. Once I see them two go around, I never could get Lenny, so I just kind of stayed where I was.
I was just trying to push and try to get it done a little bit faster. We was kind of short on time from the accident that had happened.
This is a tough one on me. It's a tough decision to make right here. Seemed like most everybody did a little something wrong. But, Lonnie, you are the only person in this competition that it's just one thing after another, and it starts to build up, and then it just finally gets to be too much. Pack your personals, hit the trail. You're done here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, gentlemen. Yeah. I would do the same thing again 1,000 times over, but I've been through way tougher. You know, getting picked on as a kid. Well, even here, you know, it just continues on. Maybe it just follows me, I don't know.
I knew that was gonna happen. Thank God.
But anybody who's watching this, you know, that's going through the same deal, don't quit. Don't let it affect you. Give it 100. I mean, I came here and done the same thing. If I can do it, you can do it.
All right, blue team, you lost 2 hands. So, what are we gonna do about that? Let me see. Tyler, you're on the blue team now.
Oh my gosh, yes. For me, to hear Tyler was moving to their team and us to get to keep Cole, I think is a huge thing.
Don't look so sad. We beat you more than you beat us.
All right, everybody, good job today. Just before I get off of y'all, I wanted to say, green team, if y'all had lost and Tyler hadn't had the immunity buckle, I'd have sent him home. You're on thin ice here, Tyler.